just can't leave you alone. You know, I really think that there are some people who are very much burdened by the thought of what they had done to you, collective. You know, because there are a lot of things, let me get centered here, sorry. There are a lot of things that one is struggling to understand or even struggling to really sit with, really having to sit with, you know. And it comes with frustration, it comes with anger, I feel like. Okay, I'm following the rhythm here as we go through this reading, this just tapping into this energy, okay? I ask my wise angels to guide me always with insights, wisdom, compassion, genuine authenticity, and deeper truths. There are some people who are struggling with the thought of what they had done to you. And it can't be, it's like it cannot be shaken off. I accept responsibility for my well-being. In this case, they're not. They're not really taking the responsibility and the accountability for the assumptions they made, what was spoken about you, what was brought to somebody's attention to try to get somebody's attention, speaking your name, slandering your name. It comes with frustration. And what also comes with this is like a lot of envy. They are experiencing, what I'm getting with the Tower here is like they are experiencing heavy, like, intervention, spiritual intervention. You know, things that they couldn't. Why speak about somebody or take action on things about a somebody when you know you can't even fathom, you know you can't, and you couldn't handle the consequences that come with slandering, smear campaigns. You know, there's just a lot of hateration coming through in this reading, you know, and coming through that is wanting to speak for itself. Like literally just exposing so many that have done so much wrong and have wronged you, but now cannot even handle the consequences that come with that. 10 of Wands. Because they see you, they see you just becoming, perhaps becoming the person that they never wanted you to be. You know, they just couldn't accept the fact that you exist. And there's just something about your existence that just they cannot stand. And so they can't leave you alone. These people had put you in a box and had pushed you in a box. But you came out of that box. And you made something out of yourself that they thought you never, ever could have done even on your own, by yourself. And they are now stuck with the thought that they're actually really wrong about you. They're stuck in that loop of thinking, I'm wrong, I'm wrong, I'm wrong, I'm wrong. but you are to blame for them being wrong about you. You are to be blamed, collective, for what they created, narratives that was created about you. It's pretty twisted, right? They just couldn't keep you in a small box. And not only couldn't they keep you in a small box, but you got out of that small box and then you made something out of yourself. And now they're mad because you made something out of yourself and you're not talking to them. You have come a long way in having to also heal from all of this hateration. And it's been quite some time, you having to heal that on your own and having to sit with it and really understanding it for yourself, collective, because it has not been easy for you with all of these attacks. You've been harboring for so long. Because it's like, I feel like they put you in a trap. And this was done intentionally to try to stop you from believing that you can be something greater than you think, collective. Your haters seen something in you that they didn't want you to tap into, and they didn't want you to actually really live up to and really get to know, because they felt like that was something that they deserved more than you. And so when they were around you, they kept taking whatever they could for themselves for their own gain, and then kept you purposely in a box and making you believe that you aren't actually who you are, but they actually see you for who you are. You see, your haters seen that potential and that power in you before you ever did. And so when they were around you, they seen that, but they took that from you and then pretty much wore your identity, right? But now they're realizing that they can't be that, because you've pulled your energy back. You've pulled your power back. You've claimed it all back. Now it's back. It's yours. Now it's back. It's yours. It was always yours. And they didn't think that you were capable of even trying to pull that back. But not only that, you came out of it and you made something out of yourself. And now they're mad because you're not giving them access and you're not talking to them. And they're not going to admit that. They're not going to admit that. But I'm getting like, they be looking like that kind of face, like, just pouting, like, It's like they feel entitled. They feel entitled to be around you. They feel entitled to have your energy, to be around your energy, to just even be around you. But these were the same people who didn't actually really did anything for you, or in this case, didn't even really appreciate what you were bringing to the table. If anything, they refused to acknowledge who you are. But now they're offended that you are not talking to them. I think they think that they still have they feel like they still have some say and still deserve to have something from you because of what they have done for you. But what exactly have they done? They feel entitled to your energy. You know how, okay, Six of Wands, you know how he's just sitting comfortably. Victory, right? With the wreath on the wand, I've made it. It's like you having to finish the race, collective, and you made it to the very end. 11:11 when I said that. You made it to the end of the race. You made it to the finish line. And now you're sitting on the horse and with this wand in your hand, celebrating with that wreath at the top of the wand, you being the winner, and you now have received your trophy, recognized by people. Okay. And do you see the look on the horse's face? You see the look on the horse's face? That's how your enemies is looking at you. That's how they're looking at you, like, who does she think she is? Who does he think he is? Perhaps the horse is the enemy, and you have your foot on their neck, and they be looking at you like, who do you think you are? They feel entitled, somewhat feel like entitled to your name, entitled to your energy. They somewhat feel like they still have some kind of say about you, or just wanting to be around you because you're being recognized. You know, and now they feel some type of way about it. It's like, they're frustrated, you see, they're frustrated. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. They didn't use their intuition though. They didn't. If anything, if there was ever a time to demolish you, to belittle you, if there was ever a chance to put you down in any way, shape, or form, if there was any way to try to shun you, if there was any way to try to keep you all the way down, that's what they did. They didn't use their intuition to awaken themselves to the fact that you are who you are. They didn't do that. You know, somebody made a choice here to put you out. Somebody made a choice here to try to shun you, put you out, and then steal your energy, steal your success, your, in this case, recognition. And now they feel entitled to have that and to be around it because they feel like they made a contribution to you to have that. Okay, just sit with that for a second, collective. Oh, well, you know, well, I deserve to be around collective because, you know, I partook and made a contribution to her recognition that she's in today, and you know, that was me, and I helped her or helped him, you know, do that and do this to have that recognition. So they feel entitled to your energy. They feel entitled to be around you, just to be around you, because you are getting that recognition. And to be fucking quite honest, collective, I think it's all fucking bullshit. These are unclean spirits who don't even know who the fuck they are. They know what they did and they're not going to admit to the things that they did, but mostly they're not going to admit to the things that they were thinking about you and they were spreading to other people about you that were not true. They can't admit to the fact that they made assumptions about you that were wrong. I mean, like, these are like dirty, dirty games, you know what I'm saying? Like dirty, dirty games that they played, and some things you just gotta laugh at. For real though. Some things you just gotta brush off and just laugh about it because, well, it's not your fault, collective. Shrug it off. You think people just can't accept the fact that you actually made it because they tried so hard to put you in a box. And they couldn't keep you in that box. Much like how they can't have access to you right now because what they had intentionally did to you. They want to like come together and it's not something to really trust right away, collective, if I were you. You know, I think it's one of those things where, like, you know, oh, okay, well, collective got the recognition. Oh, collective now, you know, they're really becoming something now. They're, you know, I mean, look at them, you know, they're getting all the recognition, and cool. Like, let me hit up collective real quick. You know, see what's going on. The perks they think that they can have from your recognition. The benefits that they can have for themselves because of your recognition, from your recognition. Oh, let me just hit up collective real quick, see what's up with her, see what's up with him. But it's not out of concern. It's not out of care. It's not out of even celebrating you. No. It's all fake. It's not real. Oh, let me just hit up collective real quick just to see what's up, you know? These are the same motherfuckers who talk shit about you, bro. The same motherfuckers who talk shit about you. The same motherfuckers who went behind your back and talked shit about you and said all kinds of shit about you that weren't true. And now, because now they're seeing you for who you are, now they're seeing you for everything that you are, truly who you are, the person they refuse to acknowledge, first of all. And now they feel entitled to be around you. Let's just pray for these people. Is there anything else? But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. And so you did. You're so magnified. Magnetic, I think is the word. And now they want to get close to you. I think that's something to really sit with and think about and reflect, collective, because you also cannot go back to the place where the Lord delivered you from. I think you know that, collective. I think you really do know that. I embrace a life of adventure and exploration. I live a life of discovery and self-transformation. That's you. You have transformed. That's literally where you have been. Self-discovery. Keep going with that. And I would continue that and just leave them behind. Yeah, that sounds better. Leave them behind. That door has been closed and they're pulling on you, and you can feel them spiritually. They're pulling on you so hard. But that door is closed, so keep it closed. Keep it shut. Keep it locked. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next.